Hello, this is Ruth Ann. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be presenting a perfume that I just recently received as a gift. Typically, I focus on affordable fragrance on this channel because that is definitely the bulk of my collection. However, today this is one that's a bit more pricey in the upwards of $150 range. But like I said, I got this as a gift. So without further ado, this is in a gift box. So I'm just going to show you the box. So you can see this is Fracas by Robert Piguet, which is a French perfume house. I'm going to take it out of the box here. This is a combination perfume. Here's the bottle of perfume. So this is a 3.4 fluid ounce, and then with it, sorry about the noise, with it, a bottle of the body lotion. So this is a classic white floral fragrance, which was first released in 1948 by the house of Robert Piguet, or Robert Piguet in French. In French it is pronounced Fracas. In English, I suppose, Fracas. Anyway, this I wanted to have because I had watched several reviews and I felt like I had just absolutely had it with not having tried this. This is just supposed to be the hallmark signature tuberose fragrance against which all tuberose fragrances are measured. This is also a classic Hollywood fragrance with a lot of old world Hollywood stars having worn this as their signature scent. However, it's also worn by some more modern celebrities. For instance, Madonna, Kim Basinger. I know Kim Basinger is more of an 80s star. Martha Stewart, Morgan Fairchild, Carolina Herrera, and Courtney Love all wear Fracas. In the top notes here we have peach, orange blossom, hyacinth, green leaves, mandarin, orange, and bergamot. In the mid, tuberose, which of course is the primary note in this fragrance, jasmine, gardenia, osmanthus, narcissus, lily of the valley, rose. And in the base we have musk, cedarwood, amber, oak moss, vetiver, and cedar, which makes this one of those very complex, millions of notes kind of fragrance. The interesting thing, having worn this now for several days and gotten to know it quite well, is that it's not a fragrance that really evolves much on the skin. It goes on as a strong, heady, humid, fill the air kind of a tuberose, and it really stays that way. When I've read a lot of reviews on Fragrantica, a lot of people describe this as bubblegummy. Now, back when I was a kid, I was a huge bubblegum chewer. Like, you would never see me, if you were to go back to the 70s and 80s, you would never see me without bubblegum in my mouth. Bubble Yum, Hubba Bubba, Bubblicious, Bazooka, I was into all of it. There's no bubblegum on the face of the earth that tastes or smells like this. I don't know what y'all are talking about with bubblegum in this tuberose. To me, it doesn't smell anything like that. I've also heard it described as a bit of a Fruity Pebbles kind of a scent. Now, I might get that a bit late into the dry down, but I don't walk around thinking, oh, I'm wearing Fruity Pebbles. It's just a little bit of the sweet floral that you get from the tuberose that comes off a little fruity. But there's nothing gourmand at all about this fragrance, in my opinion. This is an intoxicating, heady, very strong tuberose. It's creamy, and as I'm wearing it and it's evolving throughout the day, it's the way I experience it is, imagine on a hot summer day, you've got the sun shining down on a bunch of white flowers, tuberose. Maybe you even have fruity blossoms in there, like a peach blossom, orange blossom. And it's a hot, humid day, and the sun is shining, and you have this strong, strong scent of florals in the air. and specifically tuberose being the most strong of them, but it's humid. And maybe you're in the deep south, you're in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, somewhere in there, and it's in the afternoon and it's hot and you're tired. And you'd love to lay in the shade, maybe in a hammock with a breeze blowing, and take a nap. That is what this fragrance smells like to me. It's very strong. If you put on more than 3 or 4 sprays, it will definitely fill a room. Lasts a good 8+ hours. The sweetness in here is very floral. It's not sugary. It's not, in my opinion, sickening or overpowering. However, if I were to overspray this around my head and neck, there's a potential for it getting overpowering. But it never overpowers on me with just judicious spraying, not overspraying. Again, I would describe it as sunny, wet, kind of thick. It's sweet, but only in a floral, fruity way. It smells very sunshiny, very happy. In my opinion, it is a masterpiece, absolute masterpiece. I'm very happy with this fragrance. I plan to have this always, and it is in my top 10 and maybe even my top 5 for life, which is a video that I am planning on doing. Now, interestingly, in my review, I'm just going to touch on this briefly because it's not really the way I experience this fragrance, but we're all different, right? So when I was doing my research on Fragrantica, I'm going to just give you what some other people have used to describe this fragrance, which I think is interesting, but these aren't ways that I would come up with for this fragrance. It's been described as, quote, a new bride fragrance, like something that you would expect to smell in having experienced, quote, sweaty sheets, sex in a bottle, afterglow. One reviewer even described it as something like lilies on a G-string, maybe a stripper fragrance. But I would say, no, this is not a stripper fragrance. There's nothing dirty or slutty smelling about it. It's more new bride, virginal, pure, but enjoying the honeymoon, okay? So let's put it that way. But there's no animalic body odor in this at all. I think it's just the headiness and thickness and humidity of the floral that gives that impression. It's actually beautiful. I would say this could be a wedding day fragrance. This could be a signature scent. I'm going to wear it tonight on a date night. It's absolutely beautiful. This is not, however, safe for fragrance-free zones. This is not something I would wear to an office where fragrances are looked down upon, strong fragrances, because this is strong. Even 1 or 2 sprays, other people are going to pick up on it. So it's not a safe blind buy. It's not a safe wear in those kinds of situations. If you are working, at a magazine or a shop, a store, a perfume shop, I think this would be very safe. But otherwise, you've got to be really careful on the trigger because this is a very strong fragrance. But it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. If you want to know what 1948 Hollywood glamour smelled like, that is this in a bottle. And that is just perfect for me, right up my alley. So anyway, I love this fragrance. Highly recommend it. It's expensive, but worth every penny. And I have asked for another Robert Piguet fragrance for Christmas. So I'm hoping to get that, and I'll be able to present that as one of my Christmas gifts for later this year. Thank you so much for watching. I highly recommend this fragrance if you're looking for something special, and if you love tuberose, please let me know if you get it, and if you wear this and if you like it, please comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.